Hello, what's up, guys? This is Migs,
And this is Robert.
and we are here in the Nubs In Cubes radio, where we talk about games and other geek stuff such as movies, comics, and pretty much.
Anything, maybe
Yeah.
even anime, since that's what I really love.
Oh, that's it. So yeah, this is just a testing podcast. So
The last episode.
this is just for to test if this is feasible enough for us to do this, since we're only just two people right now. And yeah, so we'll move on to what we have, and just to summarize what this podcast is about is we have FarCry Primal teased today, and a new Street Fighter 5 character has been revealed.
Yes, we'll announce who those two are, or can we talk about those two, or give the names already?
Yeah, but one's already been announced, so it's Zangief, but the other one that's been prematurely announced, and it caused Famitsu to do some stuff like cancel some announcements.
I personally like the new character, but anyway, we'll get to that later.
And I guess the fourth news is about a rumor that Civil War 2 is happening. This is the Marvel comic Civil War event, and yeah, we'll talk about it later. And the fourth one is BattleTech returns as a Kickstarter. So yeah, we'll try to talk about that in the later half of the podcast. So yeah, on to our second segment. So what's up with you, Robert? What have you been playing or watching this week?
The only game I really play nowadays is Hearthstone. That game has been
Hearthstone, or is it Hearthstone?
Hearthstone. I don't know how you say it, but I play it, and that's pretty much been my addiction. I've been playing it for the longest time. I still can't seem to hit over rank 10, but it's been pretty fun.
So you've told me that you've been in the Southeast Asia tournament event last 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Or was it last
I
week?
watched it, and I'll be getting that very rare, ultra rare card back thanks to this.
That's cool.
Got to watch our Filipino representative Chalk almost snatched the championship belt there, but sadly lost to Nilio. But it was a great match. It was really close, I have to say.
That's cool. Yeah, but in terms of what the event's all about, I mean, how's the experience?
I definitely would recommend that any Hearthstone player out there do their best to attend these championship events, because it's really something else when you get to see how a professional player plays.
Yeah, I mean, this is ESL, right? Or
This is the first Blizzard sponsored event.
Blizzard-sponsored event in
The
the
other
Philippines.
ESL events weren't really Blizzard sponsored. Plus, I know the cash prize here was around $300, if not $200,000.
no, that's big.
That's
It's pretty big for a card tournament.
one of the biggest for a card tournament so
Yeah,
far.
Hearthstone card tournament.
Yes. Not even Magic's gone that far yet. Magic the Gathering.
So, can you tell us more about Hearthstone? I mean,
Sure. If
from
you've
your
played
past experiences.
If you've played Magic the Gathering, it's pretty much similar, except there's a new catch here where they use a hero power. And the great thing about Hearthstone is that there's no such thing as an event where you do nothing. Even just use a hero power, that would be good. And as a card game, of course, you have cards. You can use that to do summon creatures or cast spells. All in all, I think what makes Hearthstone a great game is it's so casual.
Yeah, I think it's very easy to get into, and at the same time, it's very deep when it comes to when you're gonna get there and be competitive about it.
It's becoming the new chess. I've seen.
Yeah. I mean, I saw the video on the finals on the Southeast Asia tournament, and I think it's around an hour and a half long or an hour long. It's very intense. And a lot of people are really into it when it comes to Chalk's turns.
Yes.
And it's
In fact, if you go to the championship events, you could see that some people are just asking questions, analyzing why the hell did he do that? Why did he pass this turn? Why did he not use his hero power? And those are the times when you think to yourself, wow, everyone's really just analyzing this.
I gotta admit, there's this bit on the first round on that match is that I think it's Chalk that summoned just one card and everything blows up in a proportion. Like a lot of monster cards were already piled up on this table. Like, how did he do that? I mean,
the thing is,
cool.
what's crazy about Hearthstone or Hearthstone is there's also what we call RNG. RNG stands for random number generator. You could call it luck. And in this game, there are some cards that are very much luck based. Like Unstable Portal. If you were to watch the tournament, what Chalk did, he used the Unstable Portal and was able to get one of the best legendaries right off of it.
Yeah, that's a play that I'm talking about.
That's it, Confessor Paeltress, where whenever you use your hero power, you get to summon another legendary. The moment he got that, the whole crowd was just going wild because what the hell? You've practically...
Yeah, it's like 1 in a million chance to actually pull it off.
Exactly.
And he pulled it off in the finals, which is very crazy.
What's crazy is he did it several times. Every time he used Unstable Portal, he seemed to get the winning card he needed for it. In this one hopeless match where Neilio was using a Warlock, he managed to beat Malagos on the board with other several demons by using Unstable Portal and summoning a Dreadsteed.
Wow. But unfortunately, our representative, he lost, and it was not enough for him to win that game.
But
so
definitely, it's skill based. I have to hand it to Neilio.
And a bit of luck, I guess.
Yeah.
With the RNG part.
Chalk was very lucky, but I think Neilio just really brought about the skill there.
Yeah, it's very surprising. And so, what else have you been up to?
Well, like I said in the first part, one of my passions is anime, and one of the animes I just finished recently is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh,
you know that?
I know the fighting game, but the actual anime I haven't watched it actually. I know some friends who watched that, and they say it's pretty good. I mean, it's pretty
Season
wild.
1 and Season 2, I believe it's a must-watch.
Oh, really?
It's a great anime, especially the fact that it has zero fillers.
Oh, so it's really the meat that
Just
you're
the
getting
meat.
in the season.
Imagine Season 1's only 10 episodes.
Oh, that's good.
And Season 2 is only 10 episodes again. But Season 3, I stopped watching that. That was 24, 25, 26 episodes, and it's still ongoing. I just gave up on that.
But is it from the same animation studio or the same guys who made Season 1 and Season 2?
Yeah, Stardust Crusaders. The thing though is, each season, it turns out, talks about a different generation of the Joestars.
Oh. Okay.
And the very first season talks about the origins. The very first Joestar was Jonathan Joestar, but what I love is how the Japanese say it. It sounds so epic. Jojo Jonathan Joestar.
So wait, so from seasons 1 to 3, it's the same JoJo that we're seeing?
No,
or
it's a different
it's an
one.
ancestor,
Yes.
like a descendant.
So the son of Jonathan Joestar is the next hero in season 2, who is now called Joseph Joestar. It's a generation of Joestars.
Wow, I didn't know that actually.
That's what makes it so epic. And then in the third season, you see the grandson of Joseph Joestar. Now he's called Jojo. Joe Kurotoba or something. I forget.
I see. So wait, so besides JoJo, every character has their direct descendants, or every season has new characters?
It's just JoJo that really is consistent, except for the first boss in season 1. His name is Dio. He's one of the most badass villains I've ever met.
I remember the fighting game with that one.
Yeah. In season 1, you'll understand how Dio came to be so strong. It's really
and he's
the
still
origin.
on season 2 and 3, or
In season 2, he
It's a different
disappears,
one.
but season 3 comes back again.
wow.
So it's important. You have to watch season 1 if you're gonna go for season 3 or.
But what I don't get is from seasons 1 to 2, it's 2 generations of JoJo's, right?
Yes.
But in season 3, there's another generation of JoJo.
Yes.
And the character Dio appears again, so he's buttloads old.
The arch nemesis of your great great grandfather becomes your arch nemesis also.
How is that possible? I mean, did he do a time travel trope? Or?
Here's the thing. Dio is a vampire, and apparently vampires don't age.
That's convenient.
The question is, you don't understand how did he even become a vampire. There's no explanation whatsoever unless you watch season 1.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
How about you? What you been playing lately?
Yeah, I just finished Metal Gear Solid 5.
Oh yeah.
And it was a good game. It's a good game. It's not the. I mean, for me, it's the gameplay is actually the best thing that you can get out of a out of the Metal Gear Solid game. But in terms of the story and how it's told to you, it's a bit meh, because from what's different on this series is that Metal Gear Solid 5's so low on cutscenes compared to the first 4 Metal Gear. Well, the first 4 main Metal Gear Solid series. But yeah, that's it. I mean, what bothered me is that there's an ample load of cutscenes only that it doesn't really do much for the narrative side, and it's mostly about gameplay.
Oh, okay.
So
what makes the gameplay different from the other Metal Gears?
I guess if I can compare it to another Metal Gear game, it's actually Peace Walker, but set in a different scale. Like they amplify the things that you can do. I mean, what they marketed here is it's an open world Metal Gear, and they're not kidding. I mean, they gave you a big ass map of Afghanistan for you to play.
Wow.
And the thing's not the missions. Linear. Yeah, it's not linear, and you can do some side op missions on the go. And most of the format for the actual story missions is pretty much do what you want for this mission. We'll allow it to.
It's great.
For you guys.
This is probably the first Metal Gear where you're allowed to explore a world map.
Yes, pretty much. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's not the giant map per se. I mean, like a world map where what you normally
Final Fantasy
see in
maps.
in RPGs. Yeah. It still has a mission structure, but there's an option for free roam so that you can just go in there in Afghanistan or in Africa and just do what you want, like raid outposts, raid bases, and the thing is that the game gives you a lot of things that you can play with. So there's a lot of weapons that you can research and develop, a lot of gadgets. So that's one of the main things that makes it fun. So
I heard some of my friends talking about it because they've also been playing, but somehow they were talking about catching soldiers, and you could tell if a soldier was class A or class S.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, since you're big boss, so since you're big boss in the game, and you practically have an army with you. So one of the main things that you need to do is to build your army, to grow your army. So in order to do that, you need men. So you need men and women. There's women. There's female soldiers. So
I like that.
Equality. And I mean, it's one of the things that you have to do. I mean, you have to make them volunteer to go with you in the base, or kidnap via Fulton system, which is a device that you will attach to the soldier, and a large balloon pops up and brings them to the sky.
Okay,
directly to your base.
That sounds logical.
That's pretty convenient, actually. But that's the thing. I mean, it's not just soldiers that you can extract. You can also extract tanks, vehicles. You can also extract machine guns or mortars.
Right, finally.
So it's pretty cool. And not only that, you can also extract animals. There's actual animals in the game, and where does the animals go? Well, you have a section in the mother base that's a zoo for you to actually view your captured animals. So it's pretty neat.
So it's kind of like a mix of Pokemon mechanics here now. I can imagine.
Something like that, I guess. Well, there's some side op missions that involves capturing certain rare animals.
Wow.
So I mean I've done I think 2 of those, but I haven't visited the zoo to see what rewards are you gonna get.
How many hours have you spent on this game? It sounds like a very long game.
I'm not kidding. I mean, I've been already at my 120-hour mark.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
120.
And when I see my when I see my game percentage, I think it's around 57%.
So
only.
You'll probably reach 200% if you try to get everything here. 200 hours. I mean.
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, you can go 200 plus hours and be at the 30% mark if you don't want to advance the story.
Wow.
Because you have an option to actually just play the game as is and not follow the story, and do your fun, do whatever you want.
Side quests.
Yeah, side quests, and at the same time you're going to level up your base that way. So it's just a matter of how you want to play it, and that's what really gets me. I mean,
sounds
that's
highly
really
addictive indeed.
Yeah, you should try it. I mean,
That's good.
it's pretty cool.
It's a big change. I mean, the last Metal Gears were so short for me. I only just spent like 20.
Short? Are you sure? Well, I guess if you're gonna count only the gameplay, yeah, I guess it's short. I mean, the last Metal Gear. I mean, the last proper Metal Gear Solid 4, has around, I don't know, probably 8 or 12 hours of gameplay, but probably 9 hours of cutscenes.
and stories.
That ending alone is like 2 hours long.
Actually,
really,
they could make a movie out of this.
It's actually a movie.
It's
pretty much a movie. Metal Gear Solid 4 movie.
Oh,
But yeah.
how about things you've watched?
Yeah, I mean, we watched The Martian.
Oh, how
Yeah.
was that? How was that?
It's pretty good. I mean, it's one of my favorite movies that showed up here in 2015. So.
I thought it was a sequel to Interstellar, because I know
No, I
he
mean,
gets stuff on Mars.
yeah,
also
I mean,
there.
there's actors that were cast in Interstellar.
That are
There. Yeah, I mean,
The Martian.
Jessica Chastain is there,
Oh,
and actually, it's pretty funny because if you're gonna look at the cast of The Martian, it's like a Marvel movie, except that they're not superheroes; they're astronauts. I mean, you got Winter Soldier.
oh,
You got
Bucky, all right.
Yeah, I mean those little stuff. It's a pretty entertaining cast.
From a 1 to 10, what would you give The Martian?
I'll probably give it actually it's a 10. I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
it's pretty good. I
Wow.
mean,
Okay.
even if it's 2 hours and 30 minutes long, it's well worth your time.
10, all right.
me,
Nah,
because-
I'm watching that.
I think how can I say it? There are scenes in the movie that the characters encountering lots of problems, trying to survive
In
Mars, right?
Yeah.
And what they do is they didn't solve it in movie magic and shit. Everything's solvable in science, which is pretty good. I mean,
That's cool.
so yeah, you better watch it. I mean, it's actually a very great movie, and Matt Damon's very good at that movie also.
I mean, Matt Damon, the thing is, you had to rescue him in Saving Private Ryan, and you
Yeah.
had to somehow rescue him again in, what's that other
Interstellar,
movie?
isn't it?
Interstellar also, yeah. And then now
That's
you
the
have
third
to...
movie is you gotta rescue him.
I think that's his thing. He likes getting rescued or being stuck in the middle of nowhere.
That cameo in Interstellar, we never expected him to appear there, and he's a surprise character that we didn't see in the trailers.
Exactly.
And when we saw it in the movie, when we were watching it, it was like, oh shit, that's Matt Damon.
Exactly.
Wow.
And the twist there, I think it might have played around that idea. They probably had that idea that people who are watching The Martian have probably seen Interstellar. So I'm sure that's part of their Easter egg there.
And this is directed by Ridley Scott, who also directed Prometheus, which is a so-so movie.
Oh, okay.
So I guess this is kind of a redemption for him.
Yeah, that's a step up.
Yeah, it's a step up.
I watched
Exactly.
Prometheus. It's okay. It's
Yeah.
not the best movie, but it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. Have you heard they're gonna shoot Prometheus 2?
Really?
Yeah.
In 3D?
I don't know.
I watched
Probably,
it in 3D. The effects are really nice,
Yeah.
though the story was a little lacking for me.
Well, some people say that you can actually watch The Martian in 3D and it's pleasant. I mean, there are some scenes in the 3D version which stars the Mars and its landscape, and the effects that came there is actually good. So
all right.
it's actually a good experience, they say.
I remember there's another outer space movie where it's really well known for being one of the best 3D movies. It had Sandra Bullock in it.
Yeah, Gravity.
Gravity, there
Yeah.
you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that in 3D. It's pretty. I didn't throw up, but I can tell the reason why a lot of people in the States literally threw up
Wow,
in the movie.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and there's a scene. I mean, it's not that of a spoiler,
Mhm.
but there's a scene in The Martian that captures that kind of feeling in the gravity,
Okay.
where when you're in space, everything's
Mm.
spinning, and you don't know you can't go and know your bearings.
Wow. All right.
God, so it's really good. I mean,
Must watch it in 3D then, I guess.
yeah.
All right.
And yeah, so I guess that's I guess one other movie that we saw was General Luna.
How was that?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, that's
Really?
one of the. I mean, yeah. I mean, as a Filipino, it's one of those rare movies that it's really worth watching. I mean, we have a lot of canon. I mean, I can say it's canon fodder movies. It's just just there to get money and
I
to
mean,
entice
I
the
get
masses.
it. The thing is, most Filipino movies, they seem to follow this stereotype. It's like the same storyline with just different people again. and
Yeah,
again.
yeah. That's why I hate movies
But
here.
thank God,
But-
General Luna is different, huh?
Yeah, it's I guess it's well, at first it's a history piece movie, so it's
Yeah.
pretty good. And although it's not really that based much in the facts, there's some fictional side and story there.
Okay.
There's some characters there that isn't
Don't exist.
that don't exist in our history. But it's one of those changes that actually made the movie relate to the viewer better. So it's pretty good, yeah.
Well, that's good because I was worried I'd be watching some sort of documentary. And
Oh,
I
no,
just
no,
hate
it's pretty-
history.
Have you watched OTJ or OJD? Yeah, OTJ.
What's OTJ? I don't know.
Yeah, another Philippine movie that's
Oh, okay.
pretty much
Pretty good
good.
also.
Yeah, pretty good also.
One
So-
Filipino movie is Manila.
Yeah.
2000 I forget the year, but it's a pretty good movie also.
Yeah. So yeah, Filipino movies, they exist.
They're good ones.
Yeah, good ones actually. So yeah, we'll take a short break, and once we're back, we'll be discussing our featured topic of the week, which is
Halloween.
Yeah, since it's October, it's the Halloween month.
Yeah,
and we'll be discussing two
Games.
games that scared you shitless as a
When you were
child.
Yeah. I
Alright.
still have-
Okay, we're back,
Uh-huh.
and the Nubs In Cubes radio, and
I thought we changed the name.
yeah, actually, we've been thinking about it during the break, and we decided to change the name from the Nubs In Cubes radio
It's
to
now
the OGF
Old-
radio, which means
OGF is for Old Gentle Friends.
Old Gentle Friends.
Old Gentle Friends.
Old Gentle Friends, old chap.
With a monocle and
With a
top
monocle
hat.
and top hat. But yeah, I mean, it's originally an old forum for our friends, and yeah, what better way to revive it
Yes.
in the form of a podcast. So moving on,
Our
featured topic. It's the month of Halloween, and we're gonna do a Halloween themed featured topic. So today's topic is, what are
Two games that scared you as a child?
two games? So who's gonna start?
I could go first, I guess. But since it is the Old Gentle Friends,
Well, I'm the oldest. All right, that's cool.
This is a game from PlayStation 1. I'm not sure how old our listeners are, but wow, PlayStation 1, that's 90s.
I think they can take it.
Yeah, one of the first games I played there, mind you. Despite my mom's strong opinion of a game, I got it.
What? What?
Parasite Eve.
Oh, okay.
Parasite Eve. I mean,
Wait, so when your mom saw the cover, that's an adult game.
Yeah, and we watched the trailer. I mean, we watched the introduction of
With
the
your
game.
mom?
Yeah, with my mom. With my mom. Because I couldn't buy my own games. I'd have to ask her to buy my games for me. And we watched the whole scene where the opera singer starts getting possessed by an evil whatever, and then the audiences catch fire one at a time.
Oh, man.
Spontaneous combustion until the whole opera is in flames. And my mom was just like, "We're not getting that game." But secretly, I got the game.
I imagine your mom, before you're deciding to watch a trailer, that I don't know this game. Please let us watch the trailer first so that I can pass my judgment.
No, I actually wanted to play the game because my other friends in grade school are playing the game also.
Grade school.
And you know how it is. When your friends play a game in grade school, you want to play whatever they're playing.
Yeah, you gotta keep up.
Parasite Eve was one of them. And I tell you now, that was the scariest game I've ever played in my life when I was a kid. I would play that at night too.
Honestly, I haven't played the Parasite Eve series, even the first one. But yeah, I mean, I've been getting stories from my what's this, grade school? Yeah, grade school friends that it's pretty good. It's scary.
It is.
But probably because we're all in grade school and we're not that much,
this is a time when there weren't so many graphic and bloody games at the time, I guess.
True. Yeah.
The thing that made Parasite Eve so scary was because the setting would always be, for some freak reason, at night. It's always at night. It's always in a dark place, and all of the monsters are mutated freaks of nature. It's very graphic for a child. You imagine fighting a Cerberus. Yes, it's a 3-headed dog.
Yeah.
But the thing is, there are worms coming out of the eyes.
Ooh.
And you'll notice that it's got no skin on it. You see the mutations of the muscles and the disgusting drool. But what made it creepy was one of the final levels where you're in a building and you have to get outside of that building. But the thing is, there are over 100 levels and you need to find the right door that has the right key to get to the next level.
Okay.
Each time you open a door, there's some freak baby or some mutated ghost or a nurse that looks normal then somehow freaks you out later on, and it's all in pitch dark. It's all
so wait, so how's the gameplay? I mean, yeah, it's scary. And how do you handle the monsters there? I mean, I know this is developed by Squaresoft, right?
Yeah,
so
that's right.
They're mostly an RPG company.
Yeah. Well, this is a platform game, so it's similar to Resident Evil if you play that, like aim and shoot with your character. But the thing that makes this game hard is it's not just at night. Your bullets are limited.
Oh, okay.
And in the first part, you don't even have a gun.
So it's basically like Resident Evil with hit points and all.
Yeah, exactly. And in fact, in that level I talked about where there are 100 levels, you have no gun. You'll just have to run away.
Really?
Find the key.
That's the final level.
That's one of the final levels.
You just go in naked.
Go in naked. Try to avoid all these monsters. If you pick the wrong door, you'll just have to reset the whole thing again.
Oh, so there's no option to just run away, or
there is. But the thing is, once you get inside a room, you're stuck in that room.
Oh, so you have to really
have to
kill that monster.
Yeah, that's one of the games that scared me the most. How about you? One game that scared you?
I guess I have to go with. It's an old PC game called Nosferatu. And yeah, it's not that popular right now. I mean, it's a very old game, so it's it's not, it didn't age well, I guess. But it's a first person game where you actually, I don't know, I think the main story is something vampire something
specific.
Seriously, because I played that game when I got to my cousin's place. And he just showed me that try this, bro, and it's a scary game and it features vampires and shit. So he let me play the first level, and it's just outside the castle. So yeah, the atmosphere is freaking scary, and it's all set at night, obviously. And I remember there's this one room. It's like a hallway, and there's a sarcophagus in the middle.
What's a sarcophagus?
A coffin. Coffin, the vampire coffin. And so my cousin already knows how to play that game, so he already passed that level. And he sinister told me to just walk towards that coffin.
Okay.
So being little me, being ignorant and all, never haven't played that much horror games in my childhood. I just followed him, and once I get very close to the coffin, there's a vampire lady just popped up on the coffin, and with an audible cue, and it really made me jump, and I just shit. Das ko na maglaro nito, ayoko na.
How old were you then?
I think it's 10 or 12 years old, so
for
really.
a 10-year-old child, that's traumatizing.
So yeah, after that I didn't play the game. It's just that moment where I just noped out of the way once I saw that. It's just too much for me as a kid.
Wow.
And after that I tried to watch him play it, and it's actually a first-person action game with horror tropes, and it's not that scary when you have a lot of guns when you progress late in the game, which she was playing that part. So yeah, that coffin really made me jump. It's pretty scary.
Well, especially at 10 years old. But
yeah.
Another game I never can forget is I forget the name. Hotel something. I don't know if it's Hotel 312 or 666 or whatever. But it's an online browser game. You can just Google it if you like. Hotel something.
Those games are the shit.
Yeah. Anyone can play it. But what makes this game so fucked up is you can't play it during the day.
Oh, that's clever.
If you try to enter the website during the daytime, it will say hotel is not open. It's currently closed. So it has to be at night.
Wow. Even if you like hacked in your PC clock.
That's the trick. That's the trick. You have to change your PC clock for it to be nighttime before you can actually play it in the daytime. But I didn't know any of that then. So my
childhood innocence.
My friend told me to just play it, and I had to play it at night. I was alone at my house, and
this is the time that webcams aren't that popular right now.
Yeah. Well, not so much yet.
So your friends haven't seen you freak out when you play it.
Not really. They didn't get any reactions off of this. But what makes this game so freaky is similar to the Parasite Eve one, where you open a random door, you encounter some freaky stuff in each door, and you have to get out of the hotel. What made this one a little unique, though, is that there are some levels where you actually have to use a mic.
Oh, that's wow.
Imagine this: you're walking along a hallway that's pitch dark. You can't see anything, but you have a small lighter, and you're going through the hallway.
Wait, this is in 3D.
This is on the PC. It's not in 3D. In 3D, yeah. And then first-person point of view. Point of view. And then you'll notice that something passed you by, so you quickly turn off your lighter, and then later on you hear the sound of a baby crying.
Oh God.
Now the thing is, as the baby's crying, you're thinking, okay, what the hell am I supposed to do? As you're walking, you hear the crying get louder until finally, when you get there, it's a big, scary, possessed, evil baby child that bites your head off. And you have to keep repeating that level until you figure out that the trick is to sing a lullaby.
Oh wow, that's pretty interesting.
It is. You have to sing a lullaby, and you have to make sure that your voice is at the right pitch to make sure that the baby doesn't wake up. But the crazy thing is, while you're singing, other demons hear you singing, and so they start popping up in front of you.
Oh,
and you have to maintain the lullaby.
That's pretty.
While there are monsters popping.
That's
up.
pretty wicked.
So if you stop singing as you're going through all these demonic shit, you're just hoping that you can get out of that hallway and then make it to safe.
God, that's a good mechanic actually.
It's
so is it a particular lullaby that you have to sing, or is it you just have to sing
anything, but it just has to sound like it hits the right pitch or tone.
Oh God,
that's pretty much it.
Like, imagine if you can just just sing Enter Sandman. Hush, little baby.
The torture. Any other scary games for you?
I guess the second game that's scared the shit out of me as a kid, but I managed to finish this one, so it's good. But I guess it's the first Silent Hill.
Oh,
yeah, it's for the PlayStation, and gotta tell you, I mean, it's a different kind of horror game compared to the Resident Evil series. I mean, straight up psychological horror, and what's this? Body gore horror kind of stuff that you're gonna experience in that one.
This is the one where you hear a siren and then it turns into night, right?
Yeah. I mean, I remember the first time you play the game, right? I mean, your daughter's missing, and a misty street in Silent Hill, and you're just all alone, and you have to follow these these footsteps. I mean these foot tracks, I guess, that will lead you to an alley, and the more you go to the alley or in that direction, the more darker it gets. And by the time you go to a certain part in that alley, everything's just pitch black and kind of gory and bloody. And that's the time you see those little babies.
What's up with babies? My God.
Yeah. And that just freaked me out. I mean, whoa, shit. I mean, early on in the game, and this is what I'm seeing already. It was, I tried to continue on, and because it's really interesting. I mean, the mechanics are actually good. I mean, you got a radio that actually goes static when there's a nearby monster, right? Remember that one? And you got weapons. You got melee weapons that are actually effective, and I think the scariest part of it is the what is it, the hospital or the school? I think it's the school that scared me the most.
The school was scarier than the hospital.
It has babies again.
What the hell?
Because in Silent Hill everything's a bit calmer when it's daytime. And I remember when I was playing this, I was actually sick. I was having a high fever, and I still soldier on. I mean, what bad could it possibly do? I mean, this game isn't haunted, so it's not the game that's giving me fever. It's my stubbornness. But yeah, I mean, I played the school level. It's one of the most it's the most atmospheric horror levels I ever played. It's really nuts. I mean, when you go to school at nighttime and everything's pitch black, right? So you have a flashlight on, and
oh God, you're just using a flashlight to go through it.
Yeah, I mean, and it's since Silent Hill, there's this maps, and you have to explore every classroom you go. And there's one classroom that has this type of baby that's actually not demonic or not not gross, but it's invisible. What? So it's much more scary.
An invisible baby, all right.
Yeah, I mean you remember that it has a stealth effect. Whoa. It's a stealth effect, so you can only see like an outline of the baby.
Oh shit!
Then he's just toying with you. It's just whenever you go near him, you'll get damaged. So that's when I started to panic because oh god, where is he? And really, you can't do anything but run. And the scary part is, he's invisible. So you have to just try to run away while switching back to your map. And then just trying to figure out where you're gonna go. Yeah, and it's really scary.
That is horrible.
But it's a good game. Yeah.
You didn't get any nightmares? I mean, I get nightmares sometimes when I play these kind of games. I don't like it.
I nothing I can remember. To be honest, but it's one of those horrifying games I ever played. So features. So probably next week we'll have another feature topic to talk about. And
I'm looking forward to Christmas topics. That's not so scary, I think.
That's actually a challenging topic because I know what Christmas games have you played recently besides Batman.
Well, anyway,
so on to news. So we have 4 news that we'd like to discuss here. So first one is FarCry Primal has been teased by Ubisoft.
Yep, the new one. Is this after the original Far Cry? The one where, I don't know, I just watched the ending. This is where that Aztec babe, if you save her, she turns out to kill you or something.
I don't know. I mean, I think this one's actually set way back in time because the first time that Ubisoft teased this is it's very vague. I mean, there's a video containing some what's it called this drawings on a stone wall, so something like a caveman's drawings. And a lot of the internet people speculated that this is a new Far Cry, this is a new theme for a Far Cry game. And so I think that's right. I mean, they were right. I mean, there's a leak that says that the game's gonna be Far Cry Primal. It's gonna be set in
Caveman.
Caveman
That
type of.
sounds good. I heard they conducted a survey with the target market, and they were asking what would they like to see in the next Far Cry. And
really?
Yeah, the two most popular things that people wanted to see was A, zombies,
Okay.
or B, they wanted to see dinosaurs. And I think that would explain. That's what they're trying to do here. They're trying to bring in dinosaurs into the caveman or the ice age kind of thing.
Wait, this is true? I mean, this is an official
This is what I heard. That's how they came up with the concept.
Well, I hope it really turned out pretty well. That we're gonna have Far Cry Jurassic Park type of
you
action
can expect to see either a mammoth or maybe even a T-Rex come out of this.
Because I think there's this. They've tweeted a screenshot of one of the early development images, and there's some kind of Mayan-ish caveman type of going on. So it has a makeshift bow and arrow. So yeah, I mean, Far Cry in a Stone Age setting. I mean. Or something similar to that. I mean,
that's interesting.
Everything's gonna be cluttered with primal weapons like no guns, just axes and
that
bows.
Would be something refreshing. I think we've gone through the games of guns too many times.
I mean, you gotta wonder what kind of weapons are they gonna show us besides the usual bow and arrow and the mallet and hammer and the axe.
I don't know.
Slingshot. Yeah, that's a good pistol.
Catapult could be nice.
A portable catapult. I hope so.
I'd like to have a club, a caveman club.
If you're gonna wonder, I mean, what are the vehicles in this game? I mean,
that's.
I hope you're gonna have some raptors.
That'd be cool. It's like Jurassic Park game. I heard that did well as a movie. Not sure about the games though.
Nah, I think the Jurassic Park games aren't that good. But there's one thing, Ark Survival, something. Yeah, it's a sandbox game that has dinosaurs in it. So I think this will cater to those types of gamers.
Well, I like that theme. I mean, I'm tired of zombies and vampires.
Yeah, I mean, good thing they went with the dinosaurs route. I mean, we have a couple of games that has zombies already. I mean, we have Dying Light, we have Left 4 Dead. We have a lot of zombie games already, and it's getting kind of
it's getting old. I mean, it's getting even old. The movies related to zombies like End of the Day or Z Day or there's so many zombies, even vampires. I'm sick of vampires. Another one.
Far Cry Primal. I guess we can have to stay tuned for more info about that.
The update on the release date for that.
So, on the next news topic, Street Fighter V. We have a new character reveal last week, which is Zangief. Zangief is confirmed for the roster. So
I mean, he's always been there in Street Fighter. I don't know why you'd even take him out, but thank God he's back.
Yeah, actually, I was hoping he's not gonna be here. He's what I was hoping is, they announced that there's a limited set of returning characters and a limited set of new characters that's gonna be in the game, and a lot of people are hoping to see more Street Fighter 3 characters than 2, because Street Fighter 4 has a lot of returning World Warriors and super characters and alpha characters, and there's not much going on for the Street Fighter 3 cast. And what they're trying to suggest Capcom is bring back Alex from Street Fighter 3, as well as Sean, which is a Brazilian.
Also
a Brazilian. So, but yeah, I mean, so far the cast is actually interesting. We have Ryu, we have Ken.
Yeah, those are the staples. They'll never disappear.
Yeah, but I mean, what they did to Ken was different. I mean, they made him into a very different character, which is good.
How is he different? I'm curious. I haven't really played.
First things off is that he has a new costume, so it's not really that of a classic Shoto costume.
Karate uniform.
He still has his Shoto pants, but His top is somewhat like an Under Armour
Ooh, okay.
shirt.
Under Armour shirt.
America. So, and his moves have changed. His move list is dramatically different than Ryu's. I mean,
some new moves.
he still has his Hadouken and his Shoryuken.
And his spinning kick of death.
But his spinning kick, his Tatsu is a bit different. I mean, it has different properties depending on which button you use. And he has some new moves like dive kick or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
And overall, he's much faster than Ryu, no doubt about it. And it's showing in his move set that he's much more of a fancy character to play with than Ryu's much more straightforward in your face fighting style.
Projectiles and stuff. Okay.
So yeah, and then we got Chun-Li and Cammy. Bison is back.
Yeah.
Although he's a bit older now. He looks older.
Is he still Imba? He's always been Imba for me.
Probably. I mean, if you see his moveset, it's a bit drastic. I mean, it's a bit different than the normal Bison moveset, which is good. I mean, at least there's variety or there's change.
The only one I know is really where he spins into your face with his head first. That's the only move I know. But then, back to Zangief, anything new about him?
Yeah, I mean, he has what's this? His super is actually interesting. I mean, on the trailers, what he just did is a normal, probably a powered up German suplex. That's it.
Okay.
So I was expecting what's that? His super move.
The where he spins like a hurricane with his arms stretched out.
No, the one the final Atomic Buster. I was hoping I'll see the final Atomic Buster in the trailers. I didn't get to see it. I know why, but probably because probably this is my hunch, is that his super move is contact sensitive, meaning. Well, I'm just speculating that probably a super move you have to input some more buttons or combination of buttons to actually continue the suplex into a final Atomic Buster.
Kind of reminds me of King from Tekken. Is
something like that.
Okay.
So hopefully that's gonna be the case.
And our second secret.
The second character reveal was actually a leaked reveal from Famitsu, and they already removed it on their site ever since. But a lot of folks got the pictures, and it appears to be a new character named Laura, which hails from Brazil. So Sean fans, eat your heart out. Your Sean's not gonna be in the game, probably.
We got our own Brazilian.
We have a new Brazilian girl.
Her name's Laura.
Also, Blanca fans, eat your heart out. Blanca's not gonna be in the game. We have a new Brazilian girl.
Oh, that's right. Blanca's from Brazil. He's also green. Her costume is green too. This Laura girl.
Yeah. Actually, she looks like Eddie Gordo.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, based on her background too, her background fighting style is.
This is the interesting part. Her fighting style is based on capoeira and Brazilian jiu-jitsu. BJJ. Yeah, and a little bit of lightning powers. That's the kicker.
It's like a combination of Eddie Gordo and Blanca. You got electricity and capoeira.
But I mean, her movesets, judging from the images, are actually cool and interesting. And it's a lot of people are actually comparing her now to Elena, another Street Fighter 3 character, who uses capoeira as fighting style. But I bet they're also comparing it that this will be like the Josie Rizal
she
thing.
never got pushed through, did she? Josie Rizal?
No, she got pushed through.
Oh, okay.
And it turns out she's gonna be a what's this fighting style? Our Filipino fighting style. Yao Yan.
All right.
And based on the trailers and the videos that I've been seeing, she plays a lot like Bruce.
Oh, okay.
And I think that signifies that Bruce ain't gonna be in Tekken 7.
Oh, okay. Just to clarify, Josie Rizal is the new latest character for Tekken, while Laura is the one for Street Fighter 5.
Yeah.
Well, besides that, I mean, I've seen the pictures of Laura. She is easy on the eyes. Thank God she's wearing pants, though. I mean, not like Christy.
Not like Christy.
Yeah. I mean, never Eddie Gordo replacement, but a little more demure.
I'm okay that she's wearing the traditional capoeira uniform with the
green pants, the flare pants,
the flare pants and the top,
just covers the chest part
and the belt. The belt's important.
She has a belt too.
Yeah, the capoeira, master belt or something like that.
Right.
But yeah, it's a pretty interesting character design, and compared to the other previous new character that they showed in Street Fighter 5, who's this? Is it Shaheen or that Middle East guy? I mean, I like this one better than the Middle East tornado dude. But yeah, I mean, so Laura in Street Fighter 5,
new girl character.
Yeah, you could expect a video trailer probably next week or two, or whenever Capcom feels like releasing it, because it's just a leak.
Not supposed
leak
to be
reveal.
announced, but we got to see it.
So moving on, news in comics.
Oh yeah, Civil War 2. Now I'm not so knowledgeable when it comes to comics. You're the expert on this, Migs. So what is this Civil War sequel about? I know Civil War 1 is about Iron Man versus Captain America. But what's the second one about?
So not much has been said about this rumored sequel coming up in the new Marvel books. But I think it's set in the all new, all different era of Marvel, which is after the Secret Wars event. And actually, what happened is a person from the comics conspiracy site, Orion Higgins, posted an image on Twitter of a postcard that allegedly been sent from Marvel, and it shows a picture of Iron Man and the new Captain America, which is Falcon.
The new Captain America is the Falcon.
Yeah. You've been in a cave, my friend.
What happened to Rogers?
Short story. His super soldier serum got sucked out of him, and he became old again. And he needed a new successor to the Captain America mantle.
And the Falcon was chosen.
Yep, I was expecting Bucky, but he already been Captain America. Didn't work out for him, but he was an exciting. I mean, he was a good Captain America.
I mean, the thing with Bucky is he has no super human enhancements, right?
No, he has a robotic arm.
A robotic arm. All right.
And he was built. I mean, he was Winter Soldier, so he has a robotic arm for that one.
Okay.
But so this image of a postcard was tweeted, and it's a lot of people speculating now that this is a new Civil War event. So probably Civil War 2. So so far Marvel hasn't been taking some comments about this one. So
the Civil War 1 movie's coming out next year, right?
Yeah, Civil War movie.
Yeah.
Captain America.
So this could be a sequel to that.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. I mean, probably they're gonna tie in with this movie. I mean, since it's the business. I mean, comics. I mean,
that's right.
whenever by the time when the time Guardians of the Galaxy came out, the Guardians of the Galaxy comics are booming.
Oh,
so
they're tying it now with the comics so that both end up making more cash. The comics and the movie.
It's still counted as merchandise.
That's true. And that sounds like an effective strategy.
Yeah. So I guess this will be taken as a grain of salt until we have more announcements from Marvel themselves. Pure. But yeah, try to expect Falcon versus Tony Stark next year.
Tony Stark with what appears to be a new suit? Is that new suit?
This is based on the all new, all different Avengers suit.
How is this different though?
I don't know. I mean, judging from, I mean, from what I've read, I mean, from what I've seen on the previews for the all different, I mean, for the all new, all different Avengers, his suit's more, I don't know. I mean, human looking. I mean, it doesn't have that robotic feeling.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
got those curves on it. It seems more streamlined too.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's faster, maybe. Just
Actually, when the new Iron Man design came out, we a lot of people speculated it's a new character because it looks younger and it looks more. I mean, it looks smaller than Tony Stark.
Well, I wouldn't be
But-
surprised. I mean, it's a new Captain America. Could be a new Iron Man too.
Yeah, I was hoping it would be, I don't know, like Amadeus Cho or something, but that's a different story. So yeah, I mean, Civil War 2. Do you like that they're gonna, I mean, tell us if you're, excited for this comic event to happen, or are you already have, do you already have enough Civil Wars? Because we already have a second one. I mean, the second one was Secret Wars tie-in, which is like a what if storyline. What if Civil War?
A new dimension. I
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
Okay. Well, that's one thing we'll have to find out later on. I mean, these franchises, sometimes they push it too much. They want to make so much money out of it that they practically milk it to death. With all these new sequels, all these new movies coming out, sometimes you just gotta let it die with a noble ending. And hopefully, Civil Wars 2
Yeah,
will not be.
I'm just hopeful that
never
they're
catch
gonna
up.
give us, or they're gonna deliver at least a decent story
Yeah,
on why they're gonna
do
start
it
this one again.
justice, please.
I mean, it's really strange because this a new Avengers team, and we're already talking about Civil War 2. Man,
Yeah.
we should wait for at least 2 years to do that. But anyway, yeah, I mean, Civil War 2.
That kind of wraps it up for the Civil War. We have a new news here. Also, all news are indeed new.
Yeah, actually, this was announced last week. BattleTech returns. So, BattleTech is a board game or miniature game that's from the MechWarrior franchise, and it's pretty interesting because I played the Mech Commander games in the PC like years ago, and it's a tactics game, sort of like Front Mission, but for the
I'm
PC.
familiar with Front Mission and Armored
Yeah.
Core, so it's similar to that.
Yeah, and I'm surprised now that they're gonna, that Harebrained Schemes launch a Kickstarter campaign for this, genre.
Okay.
So it's gonna be handled by old devs who actually did the Mech Commander games. So
that's
it's
good.
gonna be pretty interesting.
I mean, it's been years since we've had any mech related games. I don't really know the
Up
Mech
proper.
Warrior so much.
Well, Mech Warrior, the free to play game, I think it launched 2 years.
2012.
Yeah, something like that.
All right, and after that, nothing. Before that, even, I mean, the last one I really remember was Armored Core.
Yeah.
And Front Mission 3. That's it.
I think there's an indie mech game called Hawken. It's actually a good game, but I know it died out because of Mech Warrior. But Mech Warrior, the free to play game, I haven't played it, but they say that it's okay, but due to it being a free to play game, it didn't,
Make money. It is
no,
free.
it made money, but it didn't have enough audience or players to start with to play a
2012.
game.
Maybe this was released during the time when shooting games came out. Yeah, that was really popular then. I think
it's Call of Duty.
Yeah, exactly.
Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, those kinds of games.
But
Though-
you have to expect that for free to play games that they're gonna have the least amount of exposure when it comes to after a couple of months, and it's really up to the developers to develop good content for it to live on, because this is the nature of free to play games. I mean, they need to survive.
It's true.
And
But
by
how
doing
does
those,
BattleTech differ from the other Mech Warrior games? Is there a difference?
I mean, since it's based on Mech Commander, It's a strategy tactics game compared to MechWarrior, which is pilot, action robot. I mean, a robot action game. So MechWarrior's more on the simulation side of things, but in Mech Commander, you're the leader of your squad, and you have to direct your actions.
Okay, strategy related. That's BattleTech.
Yeah, that's BattleTech. That's Mech Commander.
Okay.
Actually, I haven't played the actual board game or miniatures game, but
this is made off of what's the other board game that
Warhammer.
Warhammer. There you go. That's it.
Because it's very expensive.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, as far as I can remember, when I played Mech Commander years ago, it's a real treat. I mean, you get to customize your mechs. Each mech on your squad you get to customize, and it's pretty cool. I mean, there's a lot of customization, and I bet this new Kickstarter game has the same things that's going on for the Mech Commander series.
Well, since you mentioned strategy, I am imagining something like Warcraft, not Warcraft, Red Alert.
No, because this one's a bit smaller in scale. I mean, it's a squad to squad.
Could
kind
liken
of thing.
it more to Defense of the Ancients.
No, I think it's more on front mission. Yeah,
front mission.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
So
Turn-based.
Turn-based, yeah, definitely turn-based.
Interesting. I love that game.
So yeah, this is something to look forward to. I mean, this is already gonna be set in 2017.
It's so long.
And it's already been kickstarted.
Now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's see. Can't wait for this one.
I mean, I enjoyed playing Front Mission 3 so much also. If BattleTech is something similar to that, I can't wait for it.
Yeah. But
is this gonna be online or?
Hopefully not online only.
Okay.
I hope it's gonna be. It's gonna have a a single player experience.
Yeah.
And I don't know, for strategy games I care less about the multiplayer aspect. I mean, it's a bonus, but it's not necessary because for example XCOM, if you play that game, the campaign alone is already rich in content and it's enjoyable even for a single player game.
That's true.
But they have a multiplayer aspect. I mean, a multiplayer side, which is it's okay.
It's an optional thing.
Yeah, but definitely I'll be waiting for this one.
Yes.
And that concludes our podcast
for the old gentle friends.
Yeah, I have to get used to that. Old gentle friends.
Gentle friends.
Yeah. So tune in next week where we'll be. What do you want our featured topic for next week?
Well, Halloween's already been done, thank God. I'm not into the horror too much, but it would be, I think, a little bit nice to, since that is kind of what I am also into besides the movies. Maybe most memorable childhood animes could be nice too.
Oh, that's good.
In terms of games, maybe we could talk about games that are going to be movies. I don't know. We'll think about it.
Yeah, definitely. But for this week's featured topic, if you have something to share about games that scared you as a child, just send us an email or just send us a comment in our Facebook page, which is Nubs In Cubes. You can send there, voice out your experiences, and
subscribe to our YouTube channel, Nubs In Cubes.
Yeah, Nubs In Cubes. Actually, it's a gaming channel, about friends just having a good time playing games. Actually, we're on a halt right now, but expect to see new content this last week of October before Halloween. We have some good stuff coming up for you guys. And you can also like us on our Facebook page, Nubs In Cubes also. So it's NUBSIN Cubes.
NUBS, not NOOBS, that's NUBS.
Yeah, NUBS.
In Cubes.
Anyway, thanks for listening to us. This is the Old Gentle Friends Radio.
This is Robert signing out.
And this is Migs, and have a good night.
Good night. Pag after, alam mo yan.
Hindi pa. Pero parang sinister sounding siya. Ano yung property?
Ano siya, you have 1 minute, 1 full minute to think of your move kasi. Usually, you don't need a full minute naman, mga 20 seconds, may move ka na, 10 seconds.
Oh, the rope.
Ako,
Wait, hindi siya card.
hindi siya card. Yung
God
mechanic
damn it.
siya. Hinihintay ko yung, pag 10 seconds lang lalabas yung rope. Hinihintay ko lang lagi yung last 10 seconds. Tapos pag may 59 seconds enter.
Tapos, magre-reset yung rope.
Hindi. Mangyayari niyan, sobrang tagal ng game.
Tapos may magka-quit.
Oh, eventually, mag-quit sila. That's a tagal pa maglaro.
Nakakaasar.
It's BM, bad manners talaga.
Wala ko nagagawa ko yun. Kaso, may excuse ako. I was working.
Oh, yun. Ako intentional.
Kasi parang nag-work ako. Design. Tapos parang, lapit na mag-time. Tapos parang, enter lang. Di ako nag-play ng card. Enter lang. Nabuisit sa akin naglalaro. What the fuck, man?
Ganun lang yun. Style yun, gagi. Style ng mga tarantado sa Hearthstone.
Pero okay yun, I never thought of that.
Gentle friend.
God, such an asshole.